Hi, my name is Coach Liz. I'm going to guide you through a hips-focused flow for today. Only thing you need is your mat. If you have a towel and water, you can place it to the top of your mat. And we're going to get started at the back in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Knees can either be out wide or you can bring them close to touch, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And begin to walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Draw your forehead down to the ground. We begin here to settle into our space, connect with our breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill up your belly. Feel your belly expand into your legs. Open mouth, exhale. Sigh it out. Let any stress, any worries from the day or anything you have later on just roll off your shoulders. The only thing that matters is what's going on between the four corners of your mat. Take another deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Maybe you begin to rock your forehead side to side. Massage out the space between your eyebrows. A little bit of tension in your face and your eyes. One more deep breath. Hold it at the top. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, walk your hands underneath your shoulders for tabletop position. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow, just beginning to warm up our spine. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, trace your gaze towards the sky. Energetically draw the heels of your palms back towards your knees to open up through your collarbone. Exhale, cat pose, press into your palms, gaze goes between your legs. Puff up the space in between your shoulders. Draw your belly button towards the sky. Inhale, cow pose, follow your breath. Exhale, cat. Take a few rounds at your own pace, just starting to build the breath to movement connection, that mind to body connection. A few options, you can flip your wrists, get a stretch in your forearms from all that typing or texting, or maybe you stomp out the tops of your feet. We'll meet in a neutral tabletop. Inhale, rise up to your knees. Bring your right foot out to the side of your mat. Foot is all the way down on the ground. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Reach your left hand up overhead. Breathe into your left hip thrust with your left side bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, child's pose with your leg extended. Reach your arms towards the top. Breathe into your inner thigh. Starting to warm up our hip girdle. Inhale, slowly rise back up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Switch your legs out. Left foot is out wide this time. Exhale, side bend to the left. Your hips and shoulders squared towards the front. Breathe into your right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, child's pose with your leg extended. Inhale, back to center. Bring both knees underneath you. Bring your hands down to the mat, tabletop position. Tuck your toes. Let your knees hover off just 1 inch. Engage through your core here. Press through your hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back, creating inverted V with your body. Your hands are shoulder width distance or wider apart. Root down through all 10 finger pads. And then begin to just walk your legs out. Bringing a little dynamic movement into your hamstrings. And then find stillness in your down dog. Down dog is an active resting pose, so you want to find a level of comfort here. Root down through all 10 finger pads. Draw your shoulders away from your ears by activating your lats that run along the outside of your back as if you're holding your shoulder blades into your ribcage. Bring a slight bend into your knees. Tuck your tailbone towards the side to lengthen through your spine. Inhale, rise high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, melt your heels. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Once more, just like that. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, melt your heels, chest goes back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists. Shoulder width distance or wider with your feet. Let your head hang heavy. Option to grab onto opposite elbows. Maybe you begin to sway side to side. This first forward fold is about creating space in your lower back. So visualize your breath moving in between those little pockets between each vertebrae. And then begin to play around with your weight here. So shift your weight into your toes. Shift your weight into your heels. Shift your weight side to side. And then find a triangle underneath each foot. Maybe lift your toes up. Root down through the ball mount of your big toe, the ball mount of your pinky toe, and the center of your heel. Find that triangle. Visualize rooting down through those 3 points throughout practice. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, heel toe, your feet to touch with a little sliver of light in between your heels. Bend into your knees. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, standing at attention. Gently blink your eyes closed. Press your thumbs into your chest. We take a moment here to set our intention for practice. I want to offer the intention of finding presence in this now here moment when our thoughts start to wander. Allow your breath to guide you back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, mountain pose. Root down through the triangle underneath each foot. Lift your kneecaps up to engage through your legs. Strong foundation. You're rooted from your hips down, lifted from your waist up. Knit your lower ribs in. Imagine pulling your bra line, or for our guys, our bro line back to engage your transverse abdominals, your corset-like abs. They suck everything in. And then spin your pinkies in towards each other. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, look out of your hips. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, shine your heart towards the sky. Engage through your glutes to protect your lower back. Lift your lower ribs up. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge forward with a flat back. Hands come through heart center. Begin to shift the weight into your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips come to your shins and your thighs. Draw your shoulder blades together. One line from your tailbone out the crown of your head. Imagine you're looking over the side of a cliff. Inhale, reach the crown of your head 1 inch closer towards the front. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back, top of a push-up. Your shoulders stack on top of your wrists. Your heels stack on top of your toes. And then press your mat away. Puff up the space between your shoulder blades. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Imagine pulling your mat apart with your hands. Feel your core fire up. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank. Bend your elbows 90 degrees. Your shoulders stay above your elbows. Press through your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press your hands into the ground. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then pinch your shoulder blades together as if you have a pencil between them. 4 points of contact, the tops of your feet and your hands. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use your core to lift your hips up and back. Try and take as much weight out of your wrists, out of your shoulders, and allow your core to drive this movement. Inhale, rise high onto your tippy toes. Exhale, melt your heels, chest goes back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop or float to the top, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. We'll flow one breath to one movement. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, shine your heart towards the sky. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can always come down through your knees, or you can hold high plank for one breath. Again, listen to your body what you need today. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Allow your breath to guide you. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop or float to the top. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Take your variation. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take one cleansing breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let some of that heat that's building up go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Take your variation. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, keep your right leg high. Pause here for just a moment. Flex your toes towards your face. Square your hips off towards the ground. So spin the pinky side of your foot down towards the mat. Press through both hands equally. Inhale, lift your heel 1 inch higher. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Your knee stacks directly on top of your ankle. You're high on the ball end of your back foot. Root down through your left palm. Inhale, low lunge, open arm twist. Reach your right hand towards the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Gaze can be up towards your top hand or down towards the ground, whatever feels most comfortable on you. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge. Spin onto the knife edge of both feet and reach your right hand towards the back, as if you're looking over the horizon. You may feel an intense stretch in your IT band. And then press your bottom hand away. Lift your hips 1 inch higher. Allow your breath to soften any tension. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring both hands down to bring your front foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach both arms up overhead. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Your hips are squared towards the front. So option to widen your stance, or you can take a micro bend in your back leg to help square your hips off. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin your back heel down, open up towards the side wall. Check the alignment of your feet in the mirror. You have them in front of you. Your front heel, your back arch are in one straight line. Your front knee stacks directly over your front ankle. You should be able to see your right big toe. So your knee is tracking over your second toe. Gaze is over your front middle finger. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your arms forward and then take top your hands to 6 and 12. Actively reach up with your top hand. Squeeze your inner thighs together to find stability in your legs. Option for an added challenge, if you want to reach your bottom hand towards the front for a little bit more core engagement. Breathe here. Inhale, slowly rise all the way to standing. Bring your arms to a T and parallel your feet to the short edge of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Slowly hinge forward with a flat back. Draw the crown of your head down towards the ground. Option to capture the inside or the outside of your feet or ankles. Take a micro bend in your knees as you begin to shift the weight into your toes. Stack your hips on top of your ankles. Breathe here. Inhale, bring your arms up to a T, slowly rise. Exhale, warrior 2 towards the front. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach your right arm up overhead. Exhale, high to low plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Option to come down through your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do the other side now. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Press through both hands, spin the pinky side of your foot down towards the ground, and lift up through your inner thigh. Inhale, lift your heel 1 inch higher. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Start with proper alignment here. Alignment's critical, so your front knee is stacked over your front ankle. Root down through your right palm. Inhale, reach your left hand up overhead. Again, gaze can be up towards the sky or down towards the ground. Breathe here. Root down through the outside edge of your front foot, and then squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge. Reach your left hand towards the back. Gaze is over your left middle finger. Press your bottom hand into the mat. Lift your hips 1 inch higher. Inhale, slowly make your way back to center. Exhale, both hands come to bring your front foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach both arms up overhead. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Stay lifted out of your hips and engage your core even here. So knit your lower ribs in. Your hips square towards the front. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Spin your back heel down. Open up towards the side. Take the same adjustments with your feet as you did on the other side. And then really root down through the outside edge of your back foot. Breathe here. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward. TikTok your hands to 6 and 5. We create a triangle between our 2 feet and our top hand. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Option to lift your bottom hand for that added core challenge. Inhale, slowly rise. Arms come to a T. Parallel your feet to the short edge of your mat. Option for a chest expansion grip on this side. So interlace your hands behind the small of your back. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Allow your arms to come up overhead. If this is ever too much stress on your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, know that you can always release your grip. Avoid locking your elbows out. Exhale, gently release your grip. Inhale, slowly rise. Arms come out to a T. Exhale, warrior 2 towards the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Drop down onto your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach your arms up overhead. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Option here to bring your hands to your top knee, or your front knee rather. Getting into your hip flexors, your QL, your psoas. The only muscle group that actually attaches your upper body and your lower body. You do any type of sitting at a desk, driving, biking, running. Our hips, so our shoulders hold a lot of stress and tension. Our hips hold a lot of emotional stress. So take that really free. Breathe into any discomfort. And then press your back shin into the ground and then try and energetically pull without actually lifting your front foot. Pull your front foot back towards you. See if that creates a little bit of a different stretch, a different depth. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead. Exhale, half split, straighten your front leg. Shift your hips over your back knee. Flex your toes towards your face. Breathe here. Push your head and heavy. Lay your right hip back, your left hip forward. Inhale, shift forward, back to crescent moon. Keep your left hand down on the ground. Draw your left heel towards your glute and reach back with your right hand capture your foot. If you have a strap or a towel, you can always use that to help grab your foot. Breathe into your quad. A few options here. You can lift up if you want to grab your foot with both hands. Just make sure to do so that you're not directly on top of your kneecap. You're a little bit more on your quad. You're on muscle, not on bone. And then breathe here. One more breath. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release your foot down to the ground. Heel toe your right foot to the top corner of your mat. Exhale, runner's lunge. You can either come down to your forearms. You can stay up on your palms for a more active runner's lunge. Just make sure that your ankle is in front of your knee. Want to protect our knee joint. And play around. This is really different for me on a day-to-day basis. I notice if I've been doing a lot of squats or a lot of heavy lifting on my lower body, my hips, there's some days I can't come down to my hips. That's okay. One more inhale. Exhale, begin to walk your foot, your right foot, to the left side of your mat. Your shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Keep your toes flexed towards your face. Inhale, walk your fingertips up towards your hips for proud pigeon. And then take a look over your right shoulder to make sure your left foot is tracking straight behind you. That's gonna also help drag your left hip in line with your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sleeping pigeon. Slowly walk your hands out in front. Option to stay here. You can bring your head down to your forehead down to your palms. You can lay all the way down. Again, just take whichever version, whichever variation today feels good for you. And just take a mental note of what this side feels like. Your thoughts started to wander off of your mat, just come back. Inhale, slowly rise up to your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot back. Maybe pedal out your legs, bring some blood flow into that hip and knee joint. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, keep your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Drop down onto your back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach both arms up overhead. Option to bring your palms down to your front knee if you did so on the other side. Make sure your knee is not in front of your toes. If it is, just walk your foot forward just a few inches. And then breathe through. When our hips are tight, it can actually compress our internal organs. It can make breathing even more difficult. So it's important that we show our hips some love. Make sure they stay mobile. So we can continue doing what it is that we like to do. And then play around again here. Press your back shin into the mat. Draw your left heel towards your glute. See if that deepens. Maybe it doesn't. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, half split. Shift your hips back over your right knee. Flex your left toes towards your face and let your head hang heavy. Draw your left hip back, your right hip forward. Oftentimes, these are postures that we'll want to force ourselves into. Think of your muscles like old rubber bands. If you haven't been stretching much, you try and stretch too much too fast. Old rubber bands tend to snap. You want to be gentle with yourself, ease into it. Inhale, shift forward, root down through your right palm, kick your right foot towards your glute, and capture your foot with your left hand. Getting a quad stretch on the other side. Again, if you came up onto your knee, grab your foot with both hands. Inhale. Exhale, gently release your foot down to the ground. Heel toe your left foot to the top left corner for runner's lunge. Option to come onto the knife edge of your front foot. Again, make sure your ankle is in front of your knee. And you may notice that this side is different than the other side. You might be able to come down to your elbows, whereas you might not have on the other side or vice versa. Typically we have imbalances in our hips. Very normal. Just starting to bring awareness. Inhale, rise up to your palms if you're not already there. And then begin to walk your foot towards the right side of your mat for pigeon or half pigeon. Inhale, rise high onto your tippy toes. Look over your left shoulder. Draw your right hip in line with your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, sleeping pigeon. Walk both hands out in front. Again, you may notice differences between this side and the other side. That's judgment, just bring it in. Inhale, slowly rise up to your palm. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot back. Pedal into both legs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step up or float and come all the way down to a seat. Kick your right foot out. Draw your left foot into the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, seated forward fold. Reach towards your right toes. Draw your left armpit down to square your shoulders off. Option here to take a bend in your right leg. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Switch your legs out. Use your core strength here. Inhale to shift over your left leg. Exhale, seated forward fold. Draw your right armpit down. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Kick both legs out in front. Bend your knees, scoot your glutes towards your feet, and slowly lower all the way down onto your backs. Draw your heels towards your glutes. Bring your hands down to the mat. Press through the triangle underneath each foot. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Engage your glutes and draw your heels towards your glutes to activate your hamstrings. Your chin stays off your chest. Inhale, lift your hips 1 inch higher. Exhale, gently lower all the way down. Starting with your upper back and go back, lower back. Bring your feet mat width distance apart. Bring your knees and mat together. So following a reclined pyramid. And then begin to windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Back. Hug both knees into your chest. The full wind removing pose. Exhale, happy baby pose. Get the soles of your feet onto the ceiling. Option to capture the inside or the outside arches of your feet. Maybe you sway side to side. Give your hand or your kidneys a little massage. Exhale, release. Hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight little squeeze. And then exhale, take a wide savasana. So your feet come out wider than your mat. Cross your right foot on top of your left ankle for banana asana. And then begin to draw your shoulders towards the left side of your mat. You're gonna make a banana shape with your body, so a half moon. Option to reach your arms up overhead, so much as it does not take away from the side body stretch. This is a passive stretch that's going to get into the deepest layer of your hip flexors, your psoas. It's gonna also start to release your fascia. So this is something, you can hold this posture for an extended period of time at home if you're lying watching TV. You just wanna sit there and kind of meditate. You can hold this for 5-10 minutes. It's gonna start to release your fascia, which is kind of like to give it like a sausage facing around all of your muscles. When our muscles get really tight, our fascia kind of shrink wraps around it. So it's important that we do some fascia work to make sure that we can loosen up and actually have our muscles open. Just hang out for a few breaths here. Inhale slowly, come back to center. Keep your legs wider than your mat. And pause for just a moment. Notice if you feel like your right side is a little bit longer than the left. Take a second between sides just to notice. Start to build that awareness. When you're ready, cross your left ankle on top of your right ankle. Start to shimmy your shoulders towards the right side of the mat. Again, making that banana shape, a half moon. Allow yourself to surrender here. Inhale, slowly unravel. Hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then exhale, release your left leg long. Hug your right knee into your right side body. Feel a little pinch at the top of your right hip bone. Extend your right arm towards the side. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your knee across your body. Gaze goes towards the right. Option here, you can bring your knee all the way down to your ground, up to the ground. Your shoulder can float off for a little chest stretch. Or you can keep both shoulders on the mat and make this more of a lower back stretch. Both options. Inhale, come back to center. Hug both knees in, just neutralize your spine. Exhale, extend your right leg long. Hug your left knee into your left side body. Avoid your rib cage. Extend your left hand to a T. Exhale, supine twist. Throw your knee across your body. Gaze goes towards the left. Inhale, slowly make your way back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself the tightest squeeze you have all day. If you feel okay, draw your forehead to your knee. Take one more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, Savasana, corpse pose. Extend both legs long. Bring your hands by your sides. Allow your feet to flop open. This is the part of class you've worked so hard for, so allow yourself to just surrender. Quick scan of your body, moving up from the soles of your feet. Allow your hips to sink into the mat. Your hands are heavy. On your shoulders, away from your ears. Allow your tongue to fall from the roof of the mouth. Clench your jaw. Your eyes sink into the back of your head. Let go of anything you're holding between your eyebrows. Not faster. invite you to stay here as long as you'd like. You're ready to move on with the rest of your day. Begin to bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. Slowly reach your arms up overhead. Make your way onto your favorite side using your bicep as a pillow. Draw your knees in towards your chest. We pause here for just a moment to thank ourselves for taking this time to show up on our mats, to show our bodies a little bit of love, a bit of gratitude for all we do. Make your way up to a seated position. We'll take one breath as a cough. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Bring your hands to the space between our eyebrows. We bow down to seal our practice. Thank you guys for joining me for this focus series, and I'll see you guys next time.